So what are you up to out here?
Building some shelves.
More shelves?
More shelves. These shelves are for me though.
Ooh. It is super windy outside. It doesn't look like it, but I swear spring is on the way. Starting next week, we are hitting the high 30s, low 40s, and the overnights are in the 20s, which is incredible. There's only one egg, so we are above freezing right now, so I'm just gonna leave it and let them lay some more before I gather. Update on the broody chicken, Blackie. She's doing super well. She hasn't had any trouble with her bare skin that I showed in the video where we were breaking her broodiness. Naked girly. It's honestly not as... No. We're getting a little more into temperatures where I would allow some chicks. So if we have another one go broody, I'll probably let it happen. We have some fake eggs that we can put in there and try to encourage nesting. How's it going over here?
Well, Henry is stacking and melting ice.
Very nice, bud. Let's just keep that up and maybe we won't have any ice or snow.
It's crazy how fast it's melting on that black fender.
The sun's beating.
Yeah, it's nice. If it wasn't windy, man, it would just be gorgeous.
Yeah, story of everybody's lives.
Before the weather gets any warmer and we get going on the actual important projects, we're going to spend a day, throw some shelves in there. Our Connex has been an absolute disaster since we got it. Just disorganized. You got waders and raincoats and muck boots, and then you got all your warm gear. So there's just a lot of stuff you got to change out between the seasons. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's just way too windy to be cutting trees. That's the next important thing on the docket, clearing the rest of the birch trees where the new cabin's going to go. I'm not doing that in this wind because we have to follow them and not hit the woodshed and not hit the outhouse. There's a couple garden trees that have to not hit the chicken coop. So we need calm weather for that. We're not doing anything fancy. It's not going to be pretty. All it's got to do is hold totes. We've got some various 1x5, 1x6, 1x4, 1x8, just whatever was coming off of a log. So we'll get her done. That way we can move on. What I'm doing right now is just some like pre-assembly. It's going to be kind of tight quarters in the back of the Connex. Basically, we're going to have 4 shelves. This is just blocking. The shelves will butt in here. And instead of having to hold all this back there and try and get a screw in it. Jeez. Is that bolt? Basically, we've got 4 of these, and then I've already got the pieces over there pre-cut. We'll just sit in here. That will be 1 shelf, 2 shelf, 3 shelf, and then a 4th shelf on top. You want down, buddy? Do you want help getting down? Oh, crazy man. Excuse me, Bolt. You see what I'm saying about tight quarters?
Yeah. Cool.
And then we can always
Open the doors if needed.
Yeah, but right now there's 3 feet of snow all the way around the Connex, so
Well.
I'm not going to do that today. But, you know, that just might be handy if needed. Okay.
Uh-oh. Good catch, bud. You know, I just don't think we have enough logs. If I'm being honest with you guys. I don't. It just doesn't seem like Levi's been working hard enough on this. Definitely slacking. You know, the big one's over there.
Oh, nice.
It's not fun to have the camera on.
No, man, when it's...
You're trying to figure something out.
Yeah, it's like... I had to get, you know, my initial frustrations on figuring it all out, get my groove on, without an audience. So, now that we kind of got it going, we'll be cruising. Looking at just seeing the start of the picture, it's going to be awesome. Getting a bunch of totes stacked up there. We're going to be mad we didn't do it 2 years ago. That's for sure. 3. He is your crazy kid. Not mine. Okay.
No, Henry, leave it open. Leave it open.
Oh, it's getting dark in here.
Henry, close the door. lock us in, okay?
Come on, Mom, why not?
He was trying to latch it, alright? So.
Now it's when it starts getting dicey. Okay. What are you doing over there? Climbing mountains? Did he say goodnight?
I don't know. He's very interested in trapping us, though, so. Okay, let's leave it open. All done. Hi.
I'm gonna need a step stool for the top shelf. Something like that. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I dropped this and bent my bit. I'm like, why are these screws going so crazy? That looks like a T25.
That works good.
Yeah, that's a non-bent one. Oh, you want me to get back in my cage?
Get back to work.
Whew.
I
All right.
slipped on some ice.
Yeah,
You
it's...
took it like a champ.
Well, yeah. He's a trooper. Oh my goodness.
Because there's a camera on you every time.
I'm coming for you, mister. You better look out. I'm gonna get you. You go.
Save the pretty ones for the front.
I just started grabbing them. They're all like ever so slightly different.
Yeah.
Just from sawmilling.
Yeah.
I warned him earlier too. He wants to stand up there. Make sure you can't reach those antlers.
Let's leave all that stuff there, okay?
He says, I want to put some screws in. Oh,
Yeah.
smart kid.
Yeah, he's just putting it in the end of the air hose nail gun thing. Fits perfect, in case you're curious.
Mom,
Wow.
So when that doesn't work properly,
So when that doesn't work anymore, now we know why. I think it worked before.
yeah.
It's right here.
This is one of these days I'll get you to understand, Mom. All right, I'm real happy with how that's looking. It is lunch break for the kiddos. So we're going to head inside, get something to eat. Then I'm going to come back out, bust out the air compressor, nail gun. Those nails are way cheaper than screws. I don't need these great big screws just to hold this shelf stuff down. So we'll get that going and slap the rest of the shelving on and get some totes on here.
Shoot. You're gonna get kicked out of the house, mister. It's gorgeous. I'm in a t-shirt. It's got to be like 45, maybe close to 50 degrees out here. Don't really know how to handle it. Levi is hanging out with the boys so I can soak it in. I can't even explain how good it feels out here right now. That being said, we do have some snow in the forecast, which is a little unfortunate, but it is April, it is Alaska. It is a possibility, but I'm getting the sun in my eyeballs right this minute. And I'm gonna check on the chicken coop here. Mainly, I put a bunch of fake eggs in there. I know I just was trying to stop Blackie from being broody, but I now hope she goes broody. Mainly, it's just, it's nice out again. So I feel much more comfortable having chicks in these way nicer temperatures. We're like this close to being above freezing at night. Once the temperature goes above freezing at night, the snow is going to be gone in like a week. Let's check on some chickens. Okay. Well, there's no one sitting, but there are eggs to get, so. Okay, so now I have to kind of sift through these. Hey, you saw someone else, Bruce. Go on. Get. Ladies, did you guys talk to him? I think it was crap. So my rooster is generally pretty friendly. Me and him did have a little argument the other day. I was trying to pick up that black chicken when she was bald, like I showed earlier. And she kind of freaked out, and he kind of freaked out and came at me. So now we've kind of been in this little bit of a standoff. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think he, in general, would be aggressive. I think he just thought I was trying to hurt a hen. And I want him to be protective, but I also have to show him I'm the boss. So I really hope he doesn't get aggressive, because we will eat him. I have like a bunch of ways to carry eggs inside. And I need to like hang up an egg basket out here because I never actually bring something with me. And I have multiple egg baskets sent to me by multiple people. So maybe if I hang one up out here, I will not do this anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm out. I'm done. I'm sorry. Go forward. This is 8 eggs. I have 6 hens, but we had some friends over for dinner last night. So we must have had some folks lay a little bit late. I am going to be cleaning out the coop and the run here pretty soon. I was actually going to do that today, but since the snow is allegedly coming, I kind of want to keep a little bit of that deep litter insulation that I have going on. And Levi made a really good point of I want to be able to start a new compost pile with the litter from all winter. All of my space to compost is currently still super snowed in. So we're going to wait to clean it out. You hear that? It's icy water, but it's water. We're just gonna, yeah. Give it a little whoop-ah. I have a lot more ash I could be doing this with right now, but here. I did this a little bit throughout the winter, but we got, you get a certain amount of snow and you can't. Oh no, there's ash on my camera. Whew. You guys make it? When I die, throw my ashes in the garden. That would make a good shirt, wouldn't it? Another reason we're pretty excited for winter to almost be over is we are flat skinny on firewood. That being said, we have plenty right here in front of me that can get cut up if this behind me does run out. It's April. We're fine. But this year we are going to do things a little different in the firewood shed. Levi put up, he just throws stuff together now. Like I can't even keep up with him because he has a vision and he gets her done. But he put this up. We're going to start splitting our woodshed in half, obviously. One side we're gonna have all of our green stuff that needs to dry. The other side we're gonna have everything we're using that year. I'll show you the final Connex shelves that Levi did, and I've got to get back inside before Sam wants to know what's for lunch. So look at those shelves. Absolutely gorgeous. You can actually walk around. That lumber, I believe, is for our front deck, possibly. Levi will correct me if I'm wrong. But look at all of the stuff up there. It's obviously still a little cramped. It's not perfect, but wow, that's so much better. There's things in here that were under the house that we need to get to more often. I can go way up there. That's where I need to go. We'll get this bad boy out for that. But yeah, you can just get so much more. It's all my canning stuff. You can actually get to the freezer without fighting for your life. Got a little moose meat left. Not a ton in there. We've got to hit the store, but Levi outdid himself with those. And they are, I actually really like how unique they are, because like none of the boards are exactly the same. And there's just kind of like a functionality over perfection vibe going on. And I just really like it. I think it's fitting for a Connex. So big shout out to Levi for whipping those up in like half a day. That's, like he said earlier in the video, we'll wish we had done that 2 years ago. So anyway, super fabulous. We still have some stuff to do in here. Like these guys need to go on the wall still. It's just kind of, to some extent, never ending. But overall, we're looking a lot better in here, and that's nice. Fishing season will come soon. We've got some serious sawmilling coming up. And now that just kind of ticks that off Levi's list, so we can truly start working on some of this log stuff. So some of the projects that are getting ready to happen. Obviously, we've talked a lot about the new cabin, bathhouse, guest cabin, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, that is our biggest project right now. Until the ground thaws and we can set posts, though, we can't work on it. That being said, we still need to build the front porch on the cabin. That's something we've been using those temporary steps for a long time. So we're going to knock that out. It really shouldn't take us very long. The back deck, which is bigger than the front deck will be, only took like a day. So we'll get that knocked out, and we have to, and I say we, Levi has to sawmill a ton of logs for this guest cabin. That's going to take some time, but he's going to kind of have his dad's help here and there. Perfect project for while it is just like straight up mud season outside, is to actually do the sawmilling. So that's next on the docket. Front deck, big cabin build, sawmilling for it. We've got a lot going on. This year is just going to be another temporary greenhouse. Next year, we want to focus in on a big fancy greenhouse, but we don't have the time this year. And that's okay, because my seedlings really aren't doing that great. So I'm not overly concerned about having a great big fancy greenhouse this year. I'm still kind of in the learning stages of gardening. But as always, we've got a lot going on. So we're going to keep on filming, keep posting every Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for sticking it out through the long, cold winter this year. It was a doozy. So we're pretty excited to have these t-shirt weather days. Hopefully they stick around. Hopefully you stick around. We appreciate all of our viewers so much, and we'll see you next Saturday. Thanks for watching. Forgot my eggs.